Depending on your user status, you may be required to complete the needs assessment. That is the item that we're going to review in this video. Click on the Continue to Needs assessment once you have completed the initial assessment and want to select your next step. On these screens, if the information was totally completed in the initial assessment, you will not see the information. You can, however, click the blue button to show the information that was entered on the initial assessment. The skills and interest requires some additional information, and so you can complete that now. Once the information is filled in, you can move on through. We have a couple of drop-down items from which to select. If you answer yes or no, depends upon whether or not you are required to tell me a little bit more about the situation. How do you feel about working on a team? Drop down, more drop downs, multi-select, typing, and typing. Save and go to next page. All of these items on the situations to plan around were answered, but again, you can review them if you need to by clicking on the blue box. Save and go to next page. On the assessments, all of the answers were completed. Save and go to next page. On the education history, it's going to ask you some additional questions. Did you graduate high school? Have you attended any colleges? Trade schools? If you were incarcerated, did you attend any training? It's NA if they were not incarcerated. Have you completed an apprenticeship? If they have earned any credentials, they can add the credential here by filling in the title, the institution, the date it was earned, the type of credential, the credential source. What is the item that you are seeing to verify that, and click Save once the information is entered. It will show up in a table down here, and the table items are filterable by clicking on the top of the column. Save and go to next page. Work experience. If the person indicated that they were employed or had been employed, then you will be asked to add some employment information. A modal window will open and you'll be asked, is it a current employer, yes or no? You'll be asked to enter some information. If it is not a current employer, you'll have an end date. What is the situation, location, job duties, hours per week, wage per hour, and then does this job meet your needs, why or why not? Save, and the item shows in the table here, and you can view the results of the items that you entered. There are 4 additional questions to help you place a participant in a program. These are not required. Save and go to next page. Under job interests, this is a number of items that need to be looked up. You can select from a drop-down for the industry. You can look up a job interest by looking for a SOC code. I'm going to put in welding here, search, I pick a code, it saves it. I want to learn how to weld, that's my achievable goal. I want to select from a drop-down the jobs that are available in that industry. What is my hourly wage expectation? I can look at LMI information for that wage information. What is my target employment date? Again, for a long-term job interest, you can look up from your list. You can look up a job interest. I want to be a CNC machine cutter. The hourly wage expectation for that job, target employment date, takes a little bit longer for CNC. Save and go to next page. And training interests were all completed on the initial assessment. Once you have that all done, submit your application. Again, you see all of the sections with all of the answers completed. You can collapse all the sections, open up a particular section. Maybe you need to add another job that they remembered that the person had. And then after that, you can select your next step. We will cover these steps in the next video.